Picture a world where your mental agility isn't a roll of dice but a well honed blade. Today, we will delve into the gritty interplay of genetics and cognitive enhancements. A well documented study reveals that high level cognitive functions are the first to take a hit as our brains age. That's your decision making, problem solving, and information processing capacities going down the drain. Biohacking, by nudging the dials of your genetic blueprint and lifestyle, aims to ramp up the neuroplasticity, keeping your cognitive gears grinding smoothly. So, here are the 4 steps that you can take to start reaping the benefits. So, let's start with the first one. Sleep isn't just a break from the daily hustle, it's where your brain sorts things out and gets ready for the next round. In a world that's always on, getting good sleep is imperative. A study by Yuji Zhang shows that improving slow wave sleep can help boost memory and overall brain function. So, how do you get on the sleep better train? Start by keeping an eye on how you sleep. Tools like the Aura Ring, Whoop, or even free apps like Sleep Cycle can show you what's going on when you hit the bed. Next, consider getting an expert advice. Sleep specialists charge usually between $100 to $300 per session, and they can help you understand your sleep data. They look at your sleep stages and disruptions to give you a clearer picture of how you sleep and how it affects your brain power. You might think that talking to a sleep specialist is a bit overkill, but I assure you it's not. Just make sure that you do your research and find a professional medical practitioner. Sleep is very crucial but an overlooked aspect in your life. I highly recommend reading the book Why We Sleep and The Circadian Code. These 2 books give you so much insight into the crucial world of sleep and tools on how to optimize this underrated weapon. Next, bloodwork analysis and hormone optimization. Your blood work is like a biography of your body's inner workings. It tells tales of your hormones, which are basically the directors of the show happening inside you. Hormones like testosterone, cortisol, thyroid hormones are big players when it comes to how your brain functions. Studies hint a relationship between these hormones and your cognitive health. For example, routine blood tests might catch early signs of dementia and other cognitive issues. Alright, how do you make this blood work thing work for you? First up, get a comprehensive blood work analysis. It's like getting a sneak peek into your body's chemical storyline. Got your numbers? Now it's time to make sense of them. AI tools like ChatGPT can give you a basic understanding, but for a deeper dive, I recommend consulting with a healthcare professional. They can help you translate this number into a plan of action. Up next, hormone optimization. It's about fine-tuning these chemical messengers to get your brain functioning at its peak. Get a hormone panel. It typically costs around $200 to $300. You can even get it done for cheaper. But after you get it done, get professional guidance. Ask a medical practitioner to go through your hormone profile and see where you need to tweak it. There's more to explore. Your blood work can unlock personalized fitness and dietary plans too. Platforms like Insight Tracker offer a close look at your blood work, helping you tailor a plan that amps up your cognitive game. Remember, you can only measure progress with data that you can track, and blood work is a very useful tracker of health. Regular blood work is a real-life cheat code which most people don't even think about. Up next, time-restricted feeding. Time-restricted feeding, or in better words TRF, is more than a diet trend. It's about tuning your eating schedules to the rhythm of your body's clock. A study involving 883 Italian adults revealed that those adhering to a 10-hour TRF were likely to experience cognitive impairment compared to those with no eating time restrictions. So how do you hop on the TRF train? Begin by choosing a window that fits your lifestyle, be it 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. It's all about aligning your eating with the natural rhythm of your body to potentially reduce oxidative stress, improve sleep, and foster a fertile ground for cognitive clarity. Once you have set your eating window, stick to it. The discipline of TRF could lead to better weight management, improved insulin sensitivity, and a reduced risk of chronic diseases, all of which play a part in sharpening your cognitive edge. For helping hand on this journey, turn to websites like Zero Fasting or apps like MyFitnessPal. They provide schedules, tracking tools, and a community of fellow fasters to share experience and insights. The cost of entry? Just a discipline. The potential payoff? A sharper, cleaner mind ready to tackle the challenges of the demanding world. It's not just about what you eat, but how this timing can fuel your brain and make you top of your cognitive game. And I personally usually follow a 16 to 8 hour fasting to eating window. It's not the best for everyone, but I know I am sharper and I get so much work done during the 16-hour fasting window. Up next, your genes aren't just about where you come from, they're a roadmap to where you could go, especially when it comes to training your brain. A study titled Cognitive Aging and the Promise of Physical Activity highlights that engaging in physical activity can keep your brain sharp, especially if you're genetically predisposed to cognitive decline. So how do you make your genes work for you? Start with the genetic testing kit. This usually costs around $100 to $200. Once you got your genetic report in hand, dive into the details. Platforms like Nutrigenomics or 23andMe can help you understand how your genes interact with different nutrients and exercises. They show you how some genes may influence your response to different forms of exercise and nutrients. With this information, you can create a custom-tailored nutrition and exercise plan that fits your genetics and your genes. Is that all with biohacking? Frankly, no. Everything in our YouTube channel follows the 80-20 rule, which means what is the 20% of the stuff you can do and get 80% of the rewards. From my research, this is the 20% of the biohacking which you can do and reap 80% of the results. If you want, you can go more into biohacking and learn more about it, but I would suggest start with these and stick with these steps. Build habits and try to stick them to the long term, and then once you have them down, maybe you can start researching and start experimenting on your own.